3 weeks ago, a woman walked into my clinic, pulled up her sleeve, and said, "Fix this. I do not care what it costs." She was 56. The skin on her upper arms looked like crepe paper. She had spent over $4,000 in the last 2 years. Lasers, microneedling, prescription retinoids, doctor-grade serums. And it had done almost nothing. So I asked her a question no one had ever asked. "What did you eat for breakfast this morning?" She looked at me like I had lost my mind. But 30 days later, she sent me a photo. Same arms, completely different skin. She did not spend another dollar at my clinic. She spent $11 at the grocery store. And she followed a protocol I am about to give you for free. Because this is the part of dermatology they do not teach in medical school. And it is the part that actually works. If you are over 50 and your skin has that fragile, thin, crepey texture that makes you avoid sleeveless shirts, pay attention. What I am about to explain will sound almost insultingly simple, but the science is bulletproof, and the results show up faster than anything I have ever prescribed. Let me tell you what is actually happening inside your skin, because until you understand the real mechanism, nothing you apply on the surface will ever be enough. Your skin has 3 layers. The outermost layer is the epidermis. Beneath it is the dermis, and this is where everything that matters actually lives. Inside the dermis, you have 3 things working together. Collagen, which is your skin's scaffolding, elastin, which snaps skin back into place, and glycosaminoglycans, the water-binding gel that keeps the dermis plump and firm. When all 3 are intact, your skin behaves like a brand new mattress. After 50, estrogen begins its withdrawal. And without that hormonal signal, production slows dramatically. The dermis physically thins, it loses its spring, it loses its internal water, it loses its frame, but here is where it gets worse. The thinning dermis also triggers an enzyme called MMP, matrix metalloproteinase, and this enzyme begins actively dismantling whatever collagen remains. You are not just building less, you are losing what you had faster. Think of it exactly like a mattress whose internal springs have snapped and whose foam padding has gone flat. You can spray the fabric surface with every conditioner on the market. The cover may feel softer, but the moment you press down, the mattress collapses because the structural support underneath is already gone. That is crepey skin. It is a structural failure, not a hydration failure. And that distinction is the most important thing I will say in this entire video. This is the reason your moisturizer has not worked. Not because you chose the wrong one, because you were solving the wrong problem. Root factor 1, fibroblast starvation. Now let's talk about the 5 reasons your dermatologist will never mention. Your skin-building cells are starving. Literally. Your fibroblasts, the cells responsible for manufacturing collagen inside your dermis, need very specific raw materials. After 50, they need significantly more of those materials to produce the same amount of collagen. The 2 most critical raw materials are vitamin C and the amino acids glycine and proline. These protein building blocks cannot be assembled without vitamin C acting as the biological glue. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that women with the lowest dietary vitamin C intake had 36% greater likelihood of dry, wrinkled appearance compared to women with the highest intake. This is why expensive collagen creams sit on the surface and do almost nothing. They cannot penetrate the dermis. You are trying to construct a building by painting the windows from outside. Here is your solution. Every morning, on an empty stomach, mix 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice with 1 tablespoon of plain unflavored gelatin powder stirred into a glass of warm water. Drink it before anything else. Gelatin is a direct collagen precursor rich in both glycine and proline. The lemon activates vitamin C synthesis within 20 minutes. Do this 7 days a week without skipping. Factor 2 is dehydration, but not the kind you think. The water you drink does not automatically travel into your dermis and stay there. It requires a carrier. That carrier is hyaluronic acid, the molecule inside your dermis that binds and holds water. 1 molecule can hold up to 1,000 times its own weight in water. After menopause, production falls sharply. Research shows women over 50 have up to 75% reduction in dermal hyaluronic acid compared to women in their 20s. That is not a minor decline. That is a near total collapse of the internal water holding system. Your body can be given the nutritional building blocks to increase its own production. Chia seeds. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds soaked in water overnight, eaten every morning with your breakfast. Chia seeds deliver silica, a structural mineral that is a direct biochemical precursor to hyaluronic acid synthesis in the dermis. Soak 2 tablespoons in half a cup of water the night before. Eat them in the morning before or with your first meal. Do this every single day without exception. If this is your first time on this channel and you are finding this useful, please subscribe right now. There is no reason any woman should have to pay for this knowledge. Root Factor 3, Silent Glycation. Factor 3 has a name that sounds like it belongs in a chemistry lab. It is called glycation, and it is silent, cumulative, and catastrophic for collagen. When excess glucose circulates in your bloodstream after a meal, some of it attaches itself to protein molecules. When this happens to collagen fibers inside your dermis, it creates advanced glycation end products, AGEs, cross-linked, stiffened, damaged collagen chains that the body cannot easily break down. The collagen becomes brittle and rigid. It stops functioning as scaffolding. A study in the British Journal of Dermatology found that women over 50 show age accumulation rates up to 3.5 times higher than premenopausal women eating identical diets. The same food produces dramatically more internal skin damage after 50. No topical cream reaches the inside of a collagen fiber. No retinol reverses glycation, because glycation is the slow caramelization of your skin's internal frame. The heat source is blood sugar, and it runs 24 hours a day. The solution requires precision at a specific moment, the blood sugar spike in the 30 to 60 minutes after a meal. One kitchen spice has been clinically demonstrated to reduce post-meal glucose spikes significantly. Ceylon cinnamon. Add 1 level teaspoon to your morning tea, your oatmeal, or your warm lemon gelatin drink. Research from the journal Diabetes Care showed that 1 gram of cinnamon daily reduced post-meal blood glucose levels by 18 to 29%. Use it every morning. Root Factor 4. Phytoestrogen gap. After menopause, estrogen controls a specific gene inside your fibroblast cells, the gene that determines whether those cells produce collagen actively or passively. When estrogen declines, the gene dims. Fibroblast activity drops. Your body can receive support from phytoestrogens, plant-derived compounds that partially occupy the same cellular receptors as estrogen. The most bioavailable dietary phytoestrogens are lignans, found at the highest concentration in ground flaxseed. A study in the journal Menopause found that postmenopausal women who consumed lignin-rich flaxseed daily showed 14.9% improvement in skin elasticity over 12 weeks. 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed daily, not whole, ground. Sprinkle it on your chia seeds in the morning, mix it into yogurt, 2 tablespoons every day with food. Buy pre-ground flaxseed or grind your own. Store it in the refrigerator in a sealed container because the oils oxidize quickly. If it smells bitter or rancid, discard it. Root Factor 5. Lymphatic stagnation. Beneath your skin runs an extensive network of lymphatic vessels. The lymphatic system is responsible for clearing inflammatory proteins and metabolic waste away from the skin's living tissue. When lymphatic flow becomes sluggish, waste products pool in the dermis. That inflammation activates more MMP, the collagen-dissolving enzyme. The result is accelerated breakdown of whatever collagen remains. A study in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology found that poor lymphatic flow correlated directly with accelerated visible skin aging. The correlation was stronger than either sun exposure or BMI in the 50-plus age group. The solution costs under $10 and takes 3 minutes a day. Dry brushing, using a natural bristle dry brush on your skin before your shower, with firm upward strokes always moving toward the heart. Start at your ankles, brush upward toward the thighs. Start at your wrists, brush upward toward the shoulders. Use medium firm pressure, 3 minutes before every shower, that is all. But the impact on lymphatic flow is measurable within 2 to 3 weeks of consistent practice. Practical protocol. This is your 4-week protocol. Every element connects to one of the 5 root factors. Do not skip weeks. Week 1, foundation. Every morning, warm lemon gelatin drink on an empty stomach. Before your shower, 3 minutes of dry brushing. Before bed, soak 2 tablespoons of chia seeds in water. Eat them before your first meal. Week 2, add hormonal and anti-glycation layer. Continue everything from week 1. Add 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed to your morning meal. Add 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to your morning drink. Begin 3-minute percussive skin tapping every evening. Using the flat pads of all 4 fingers, tap rapidly and firmly over the crepey areas, upper arms, inner thighs, décolletage. This is deliberate, rhythmic mechanical pressure. 3 minutes every evening. The micromechanical stimulation signals fibroblasts to increase collagen production. Week 3, full system running. All elements from weeks 1 and 2 running together every day. Add a twice-weekly firming mask, 1 egg white whisked until foamy, combined with half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Apply to upper arms or décolletage. Leave for 15 minutes. Rinse with cool water. Week 4. Seal and sustain. After your normal shower, finish with 30 seconds of the coldest water you can tolerate directly on the areas of concern. Cold water triggers vasoconstriction, the rapid tightening of blood vessels and surrounding dermal tissue, which creates a mechanical stimulus for collagen fiber reorganization. 30 seconds, every shower. By the end of week 4, all 5 root factors are being addressed simultaneously every single day. Now I want to come back to what I asked you at the beginning, your age. If you are in your mid to late 40s, Factor 4 and Factor 1 are your highest priority interventions. If you are in your 50s, Factor 3 and Factor 5 are where you will see the most dramatic visible change. Pay particular attention to the salon cinnamon and the dry brushing. If you are in your 60s or beyond, Factor 2 becomes your cornerstone. Do not skip a single day of the chia seed protocol, and the percussive tapping technique becomes even more critical for you. Drop your age in the comments below, so you can come back to this video in 4 weeks and tell me what changed. Factor 1, fibroblast starvation, solved with the daily lemon gelatin drink. Factor 2, dermal dehydration, solved with 2 tablespoons of soaked chia seeds every morning. Factor 3, silent glycation, solved with 1 teaspoon of salon cinnamon daily. Factor 4, the phytoestrogen gap, solved with 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed daily. Factor 5, lymphatic stagnation, solved with 3 minutes of daily dry brushing. These 5 solutions are one system. Addressed together, over 4 weeks, this is how structural skin change becomes possible without a single clinic visit. No dermatologist's office will hand you this protocol. There is no billing code for lemon juice and ground flaxseed, and that is precisely why you have never been told any of this in a clinical setting. This channel exists for one reason: to give women over 50 the clinical truth about their own bodies, in plain language, at no cost. Your skin is not failing you. It is sending you a signal, and now you know how to answer it. If you found any part of this video useful, please share it with one woman in your life who is dealing with this. Hit subscribe so she can find the rest of this series, and I will see you in the next video.